Stan Gibilisco here, proprietor and operator of amateur radio station W1GV, Whiskey 1 Golf Victor, located in the Black Hills of South Dakota. The date, January 24, 2014. The time, 5:42 p.m. Mountain Standard, which translates into 0042 Zulu on January 25th. At this late hour, W1AW booming in like this on 14 megahertz is kind of unusual. It hasn't been like that for a few days. But I can't hear them on 18 megahertz. Can't hear them on 21 megahertz. That's some other kind of signal, though. So maybe there are some signals yet on this band. That would be very interesting. Let's check it out. Well, I don't think so. No, not really. And of course, 28 megahertz, not hearing them at all. But they're coming in pretty well on 7 megahertz, not too surprising since the path now from the Black Hills to Connecticut is all darkness. And cold, I guess, too. The old polar vortex has invaded the Great Lakes area again. Used to be a cold wave back in the day when I was a kid, or a cold snap. Now they got a little more sinister sounding name for it. Makes it sound like a hurricane or something, like a tornado. They're coming in on 80 meters too. I've got a little sharper filter there because this antenna is really not very good at all for 80 meters. I'm just curious. Last night I listened on 1.8 megahertz and actually heard some stuff. $5.99 Minnesota, that guy just said. So Minnesota's coming in on 160. On this little antenna, which is 22-foot vertical with a 50 picofarad capacitor at the base. By no means a 160-meter antenna. It's resonant on 14 megahertz. That's its. But I'm hearing signals and it makes me wish that I had an antenna for this band. Sometimes quite often, I think about just selling out here, getting all my shekels together and getting a little cabin I can afford on a whole bunch of land in Wyoming or Montana, far away from all this noise, this human-made electromagnetic noise, and having myself a ball on the wavelengths. South Dakota, I believe he said he's in. Well. W0SD in South Dakota, go figure. There's a contest of some sort going on here on 160. So there are a lot of signals on here, and it's, of course, the middle of the winter here, January. Up north here, they don't have to deal with spherics, at least. Well, I wish I could get on this band, doggone it. Dag nabbit. Winter is the time I've always been thinking about taking off to Wyoming or Montana. Not despite the adversity of the climate and the travel. Not despite the difficulty that I might encounter. But because of it. Because you see, when you go to a place like that in the middle of the winter, when the weather is at its worst, or like, say, Texas in the summertime, or Arizona in the summer, any place where the weather is at its worst, the tourists aren't going to be there. So you're going to get to know the locals, and you're going to get to find out what a place is really like. So come on out here. Well, Of course, this is tourist season out here in my town. Ski and snowmobile resort town. Well, come on out here anyway. To lead, Lead, South Dakota, in the northern Black Hills, we're having a pretty good winter, some pretty good snow. Not a heck of a lot, but pretty good. And there's a lot of it left yet. Winter here lasts until the end of May. Stan Gibilisco, W1GV. Until next time, 73, and so long.